What is up guys, Sev here. Today we're going to be continuing the complete Tekkit guide. This is episode 2. As you may be able to remember, in episode 1 we went down through a mineshaft over there somewhere and went into a cave system and got a bunch of stuff. Now, while I've been gone, I've done quite a bit. I've built this house, which some of you may recall from one of my other videos. I really like this house design, so I just decided to repeat it. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice. And then there's the not so nice looking part, which is basically the factory. I'm gonna show you around. We have a lot of stuff to do today, so we should probably get started as soon as possible. Up here I will probably place a bed as soon as we possibly can. I actually have the materials for it. I gathered that last episode, and then there's a pathway to the factory here. Oh god, oh there's actually a skeleton. I need more lights in here, apparently. Please don't kill me, I'm kind of far away from my spawn. That worries me. Wait, is he gonna follow me? Ah, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna... I died. Right. Okay, so let's move back to the house, which is right over here. Yes. Okay, so there are a few things we need to do before anything else. The first thing is to get a rubber plantation going so that we can get some rubber. Right, so we're gonna get our rubber tree sapling. Unfortunately we only have one, but that's why we're gonna try to gather some more. We're gonna have to make an axe. So yeah, let's just do that. I don't actually have a crafting table because I left it in the mine. Let's place that there just for now. And get a couple sticks. Great. There. That should be enough. And some cobblestone. Let's do that really quickly. Now, at this point, normal Minecraft players would probably set up a furnace and just start smelting some of all the stuff we have right now, but that is not a good idea in Tekkit, and I will show you why later. You basically need to wait a bit before you smelt all your stuff, because it's more efficient if you wait, for one reason that I will show you soon. But first let's focus on the plantation. So I think I'm just gonna put it back here. It's gonna be quite simple. Nothing special. We're just gonna start by planting a tree basically, and using bone meal on it. I didn't bring my tree tap, unfortunately, but what we're really looking for is the saplings. I really hope that some saplings appear. If not, it's gonna take forever. Come on, please. Oh my god. That is so... Oh, wait, I actually got a sapling. That's great. Okay, so... Okay, there is one spot that we can tap. What's the designated space? Like 3 or something? Okay, that one has a lot of leaves, so that's really good. I'm just gonna go get a tap, and then we can get some sap off of that tree. As I mentioned earlier, last episode, the sap is, well, the sticky resin is really important for several things, but mainly for making wires. Wires, I'm gonna fail at this again. Wires are not only really important because they can conduct electricity, but they're also a large part of a lot of the recipes when you're building machines and things like that. So yeah, that's quite important. For some reason my achievements didn't save, but that's a bit odd. Yeah, we're saving the wood so that we can extract rubber from it later. Let's see if we have... Okay, so there's a bit of sticky resin there, as you can see. It's quite good. Right, and more there, so yeah, let's just start by breaking some of the leaves and tapping the tree. There we go. Okay, I do really hope we get some more saplings eventually. They tend to be quite hard to get. Well, in my opinion, the rubber trees don't drop as many saplings as normal trees, but I guess that's just because there aren't that many rubber trees. I mean, when we found the original one, there was only one tree that dropped one sapling. So that was a bit unfortunate, but we were quite lucky to find it. So, yeah, rubber trees normally spawn on the outskirts of swamp biomes. It's where they spawn most of the time. Sometimes they spawn in other places, but they're most likely to spawn in those locations. Yeah, and this means that we're screwed because that did not give any saplings. Then we have to get saplings from that. I didn't bring a pickaxe, so I should probably use the wood. Let's see if we can make it all the way up there. Please. Oh my god, that is... Okay, I guess I have to go adventuring, looking for some saplings later. But until then, we'll have to do with the rubber that we have. Right, so let's actually go start making our first machine, maybe? That'd be pretty cool. We have to start by making a normal furnace, of course. Like so. And we shall place it here. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to use it a lot. A bit of fuel. Put this in here. And what are we going to cook up? We're going to... Is it becoming nighttime? No, it's just raining. Let's close the doors. Should probably place a door there. Anyways. Right, so what we're going to be needing is some iron probably to start off, because we're going to want an electric furnace and a generator and things like that as fast as possible. So iron, not too much. Let's start by smelting 8 while we figure out what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to make an iron furnace, if I can spell. An iron furnace is crafted like this, or like this, and it's basically just a furnace that works a lot quicker. It still burns coal, which is not great, but it does burn faster than the normal furnace. This is what we're going to start by creating, because it is also the ingredient in an electrical furnace, which is crafted using an iron furnace, an electronic circuit, and 2 redstone. Yeah, so that's basically what we're going to be doing, but we're not going to move on to the electric furnace until some time from now, because the iron furnace works quite well, and we don't need that much speed. But what we're actually going to need are 2 things. We need an object that can generate us some power. So we're going to start out with a simple generator that burns coal and transforms it into electricity. The generator is crafted like this with an iron furnace, 3 refined iron, and an RE battery. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. That's the generator, and then we're going to need what's called a macerator. A macerator is basically a machine that can crush... Oh, I don't have any flint. Anyways, a macerator can crush different items, like iron, all these ores. It basically crushes them into dust, and those dusts you can then smelt into bars. The benefit is that every 1 ore is crushed into 2 dusts, and every 1 dust can be smelted into 1 bar. So effectively you get a double output by using that method, by macerating the stuff first, and then smelting it afterwards. Because otherwise you only get 1 bar per ore. Okay, so let's see. It was something like this, but it's not. Let's see really quickly. Like that. That's correct. Iron furnace. There we go. Now, actually, let's just place this down, and let's cook up some more iron. maybe, because we're gonna need quite a bit actually. We're gonna need at least 3 more just to start us off with another iron furnace. Then we should create the generator next. Now, the generator uses an RE battery, and well, the recipe for the RE battery is not actually included in NEI, so I'm just going to look it up really quickly because I don't remember it, but I believe it uses tin. Let me just check. I'm just going on the Tekkit wiki, which is quite useful. Yeah, so it uses 4 tin bars and 2 redstone and a piece of copper wire. Ooh, refined iron. That's not exactly what I wanted, but we need it. Yeah, so if you smelt iron bars, you get refined iron, and it's used in some recipes. And actually also in the generator recipe, I believe. I'm really sorry guys if this is kind of jumbled up and confusing. This is my first kind of like tutorial let's play, and because of that it's probably not very good, but it will have to do. I'm probably gonna get better over time and make more sense. Right, what was I gonna do? Put more iron in there. And then we need to smelt some sticky resin soon to make some copper wiring, but we also need to smelt tin, copper. We're gonna need to smelt a lot of stuff actually. So yeah, I'm just gonna smelt some stuff, wait for it to be smelted and things like that, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. Yeah, so currently we're smelting the sticky resin. When you do that, it creates rubber, which we're going to be using in a lot of our recipes. Again, it's not actually a good idea to smelt all your sticky resin right off the bat, because there is a more efficient way of extracting the rubber from the sticky resin without where you don't waste as much basically. But a lot of times in Tekkit, this is the idea that if you wait, good things come. Right, so what we're going to create now is copper wiring. It's crafted like so. This is an insulated copper cable. Then if we add rubber to it, it becomes insulated, which is pretty awesome. We can place this down like so, and it will work as wire and carry electricity between different things. We don't actually have anything to carry electricity between, but we're gonna make an RE battery really quickly. Now, the reason for making this is that it's part of the generator recipe, but it can also be used to store energy and move it between different places. It's created like so. Now we have an RE battery, and we also have an iron furnace and 3 refined iron. We have just made our first machine, I guess, and it is the generator. We're gonna start off by placing it here. As you can see, it has this cool interface. We're going to take some of the coal that we have in here and move it into there, and it will start burning, filling up the generator with power. The generator has a certain capacity, as you can see here. That it's basically electricity that it can be filled up with, and that's what it can store, but we need to be able to store more energy, and in order to do that we need a bat box, but we will take care of that later. Right now I think it's quite important that we create a macerator, but the problem is that we don't actually have any flint, which is unfortunate because it is needed in that recipe. So I'm just gonna go see if I I can find some gravel without dying. I think there's some over here. Yeah, there is. I should probably have brought a shovel. That was a bad idea not to. Let's just get a wooden shovel, if we have one. Apparently we don't, so we should probably make one. Really quickly. Wait, how did the tin stay then? Wait, that's really confusing. The tin just stayed in there while I left. I don't exactly know why, because it is just a normal crafting table and things do pop out of it. But I guess it was just a glitch. Or maybe I just missed something obvious. Ah, there's a creeper. Right, let's get some flint. So we need 3 flint for the recipe, I believe. So I'm just going to dig away, and I will be back once I have some flint. Okay guys, we're back, and I have some flint now. Which is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna be moving over to that's gonna blow up. Oh god. Anyways. It's not very nice. I swear there are creepers everywhere. And I can't actually sprint. I'm gonna have to dodge it to the best of... it just blew up part of my house. No, it didn't. It's good. I will fix that off camera. For now, let's get to the important stuff. The macerator is created like so. We need an electronic circuit, a machine block, and 3 flint and 2 cobblestone. We have 3 flint and 2 cobblestone here. We're gonna need more refined iron. The machine block is created using refined iron. And as I mentioned before, you just smelt some iron and then you get refined iron. So that should go fairly quickly. And then we should have that down. Okay, so we need 8 refined iron for a machine block, I believe. Let's just check it out. Yep, that's how that's created. Yeah. So we have the 2 cobblestone. Let's just organize ourselves a bit here. 2 cobblestone, 3 flint that we needed. An electronic circuit we need, which is a crafting recipe you're gonna have to learn by heart because, well, you don't have to, but it's quite useful because you're gonna be using it all the time. It is used in a lot of recipes, and it's basically oh, that's really annoying. 6 copper cables and 2 redstone and a refined iron ingot. Now, the unfortunate... Oh, we actually have enough sticky resin to make some more... to make some more rubber. Copper cables, sorry. You need 6 rubber for it, so... yeah. Let's just make the machine block so that's ready. Alright. Is this done burning? No, it's still burning. Wait. Iron furnace, iron furnace. Why do they look different? I have no idea, but it's quite cool. Okay, so when that's done, we're just gonna need... we have plenty of copper and some tin. Okay, quick tips with NEI in case you're not used to it. You press R and it restores your inventory. If you're in a chest or a storage container, you can click this button here and it will sort it all kind of just one after another. If you press this button, it sorts it in horizontal lines, and this one in vertical lines, even though it actually looks the opposite way, but yeah. So it's quite useful for getting your stuff in order, as you can see. It keeps you organized quite well. Okay, let's make some wiring. Alright, copper. And rubber. If any of you guys are wondering how... wait, we need more refined iron. If any of you guys are wondering what happens if you have uninsulated copper cable... Are we out of... We're not out of iron, are we? That would really suck. That would really. Oh, we have plenty. Thank God. I was getting a bit scared there. Yeah. If any of you guys are wondering what would happen if you placed down uninsulated copper cable, basically every time if you were to walk into it, you get electrocuted. Plus, it loses a lot of its energy. All types of wires lose energy the further distance the electricity travels. But if you have uninsulated copper cable or any uninsulated cable, it will lose electricity extremely fast. We have enough redstone. Let's make a circuit. An electronic circuit. I believe, yes. Okay, we actually have all of the ingredients now, or the items needed. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate how the macerator works. We're just going to plonk it down right next to the generator and connect it by cable. As you can see, it now starts running again, and the macerator starts to fill up with energy here. Now, this inventory slot is not actually used. This inventory slot is for upgrades, different kind of upgrades that can change the speed, change the storage, and the amount of electricity stored, things like that. Now let's try macerating something just for the fun of it. Okay, so it starts macerating the tin ore. The more electricity it receives, the faster it goes to a certain maximum. But yeah, as you can see, it starts macerating the tin ore. Let's just go look at the things here. Now we're not actually going to use, well, we're going to use these furnaces for a bit more until we make an electric one. But that will happen next episode. Okay, as you can see, it's macerated 1 tin ore into 2 tin dust. If you don't believe me, you'll see now that when this reaches here, it's going to turn into 2 tin dust. Then we can take these tin dusts and we can put them in the furnace, as you can see, and it will smelt into 1 bar each. So we've effectively just doubled our output without doubling our input, which is really awesome, which means that we're gonna get a lot more out of our products a lot quicker. But future projects, we have to upgrade this with something more, first of all, green and more, what do you call it? Sustainable, exactly, because, well, this sucks up a lot of coal quite quickly, and we want to be able to get electricity from other sources like wind, solar, water, things like that. So that's for the future. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please comment and rate and subscribe if you like my videos. I also put out a lot of tutorials, specifically about Tekkit and sometimes other games. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.